What is happening, guys? Jonathan here, aka CrazyShadow 303, here with another West Bromwich Albion video on CrazyShadow Talks Football. Tonight I'm going to go over the final day of the season. Didn't quite go our way, did it? I mean, yeah, we all of 5 minutes we were in the playoffs. It's got to be said. I mean, I watched the game, but obviously it's this late doing the video because obviously I watched the game and I had to go to work straight after. So obviously the results put me in a great mood for work, didn't it? So yeah, I mean, so like I said, I watched the game on Sky Sports, hoping to just sneak into the playoffs, and we were there for like 5 minutes of the 90. We were six, but results elsewhere put paid to our hopes. And to be honest, our guys, we have the most drop points from winning positions this season. The most drop points from winning positions. And, we can amount that to, like, dropping points against Sunderland, dropping points against Rotherham. We was 2-0 up against QPR at the Hawthorns a few weeks ago, if you remember. Only to draw that 2-2. We were 2-0 up against QPR. And, yeah, they managed to pull it back to a draw. So, we've dropped a lot of points this season. Points that would have safely guaranteed playoffs. But as it is, we finished 9th for, I think, the second season in a row. And, yeah, it's just not good enough. And I'm not blaming Carlos Corberán here. It's got to be said, Baggies. I'm not blaming Carlos Corberán because he's only come in halfway through the season. And to be fair, when he came in, we were bottom of the pile. And to get even within the playoff picture on the final day is an achievement in itself. But, we just fell at the final hurdle. We went ahead with Okay Yokuslu, Swansea doing themselves no favours. And then, obviously, they equalised. Not sure who the player was that equalised first, but I know that he was on loan to Swansea from Wolves, of all clubs. And then, we made it 2-1. Brilliant set-piece play. Great volley by Semi Ajay. But that was to be that for this season because, then Swansea first off equalise, and then right at the death, Joe Perreault, fair play to Swansea for sticking with it, but that was a sickener right at the end. Something like 90 minutes plus 3, and they go on and win it. I mean, even if it was a draw, it wouldn't have made much difference. If we had kept it at 2-1, it wouldn't have made much difference because Sunderland absolutely battered Preston. So Sunderland obviously got through. Coventry as well. Another bit of a sick nut from a local standpoint. Coventry are in the playoffs as well. I wouldn't have minded if we had sneaked 6th and Coventry had 5th, and then we'd end up having a Coventry Albion playoff final. But that's not going to happen now. But yeah, I mean, where do we go from here now? The parachute payments have gone. Simple as that. The 2 years to get back into the Premier League has expired. Looking back on the season, for all the protests, for all the drop points, for all the missed chances, the missed opportunities, games where we should have been, like, with the chances we had, where we should have been like 3, 4, 5-0 up, and, we end up going and losing like 1-0 or something like that, and teams only have like one shot on target and they win 1-0. It's like It's almost like a FIFA stat, isn't it? You know, guys, it's almost like a FIFA 23 stat where you're absolutely battering the opposition and, you know, they have one shot on target and they take their chances and we don't. That's literally been the story of this season. So next season, we need to start taking these chances. I would say to the board right now, we need a proven goal scorer. Simple as that. We can get the ball up the pitch. We can get it up there. We just need someone to stick it in the net. No disrespect to Thomas Asante. You know, he scored 9 goals this season. Again, no disrespect to Carlin Grant. No disrespect to Daryl DK. I mean, you know, he's been injured for the majority of the season, Daryl DK. But when he has been playing, he's been phenomenal. You know, especially like the 2 goals against, was it QPR, I think, when he scored 2 goals. Of course, drop points. But, yeah, we've dropped way too many points. I think Sky brought up a stat that we've dropped the most points from winning positions of any team in the Championship this season, and that's what's cost us in the end. You know, the fact that, you know, we were bottom in October probably cost us as well, because for all of Carlos Corberán's hard work, you know, we didn't, you know, it wasn't enough, unfortunately. But like I said, there's a few games I could look back on this season and reflect and say, we should have won that game, and we should have won that game, and we should have beaten QPR, and we should have beaten, you know, whoever, with all the chances that we had. We should have beaten teams that we ended up like either drawing the game or losing the game. So yeah, it's a bit of a sickener. It's the fact that Swansea, you know, scored last minute late winner, kind of summed up the season. You know, we come out of the blocks, we score first, but we let teams back in. You know, I don't like to use the term bottle jobs, but it seems like we did that. So next season, we really need investment, first and foremost. This is what Action for Albion and the protests have been all about. You know, the financial element of the club. You know, we need investment now. Parachute payments are gone. The 2-year plan to get us back in the Premier League is over. It's failed. We now need a certain Mr. Gauchin Lai to dip into his pocket and literally dig deep into his pocket and start spending some money on this club instead of using West Bromwich Albion Football Club as a god-dang bank. Simple as that. Over the next few days, guys, I will be getting out my my usual highlights video for the season, my own personal highlights. But yeah, I've still got to like get onto the old computer and edit that and get that all together. But that will be coming hopefully within the next few days. And then I've got a few things that are on the drawing board at the moment. No guarantees that they'll actually be implemented by next season, but I've got a few things that I need to, you know, they're still in the planning stage, but they're supposedly planning plan stuff for next season. But as it stands, guys, that's our season over. West Bromwich Albion, 9th in the Championship again. Missing out on playoffs. And yeah, it's literally been a season to forget, hasn't it, guys? Let's just back Carlos Corberán in the summer. You know, decent pre-season, hoping for. And yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to CrazyShadow Talks Football if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to join my Shadow Squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. Also follow me on Twitter at CrazyShadow303, and also my Twitch channel, CrazyShadow 303, where I do the gaming. Also my TikTok, again, at CrazyShadow 303, where I'm hoping to become more of a, I'm hoping to do more projects for TikTok as well over the summer. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next season. Bye for now.